Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the next part on our Mulcher rebuild. So, what I'm going to do is not do a full, full hard facing. I mean, going all over this thing because I don't want it to contract, bend out of shape. So, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's this line of divots. You can see there's something major that came in there. So I'm going to see there's a divot here, and they're equally spaced up in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gauge it out and put little actual wear strips, not full length welds, but little patches of hard facing just to build that area up and give it a little bit something else to go on. Here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm also going to see about this edge, see how I can fortify it or if I just throw some hard facing on it. This side I still have to repair, kind of, but you guys can see how it, I'm gonna have to decide on what I do here. On this side is what I want to go after, and I'm gonna do that with a 3-inch wide piece. I don't know what 3 inches is, but 3-inch by 1/2 inch, and weld it all the way down. And something just fell on me. Why? Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and of course the chains are gonna dangle over it. But I'm going to make it as a replaceable, impact bar right here because you can see how much impact this thing takes. I mean, you see that. So that's going to be covered by it, but I want to prevent all that from happening. What I'm going to do is just give it a little more life. See if I can extend the life with a little bit of hard facing, not much. Everybody was telling me, oh, be careful with hard facing. So I'm like, all right, I know it pulls, I know welds pull and all that stuff. So let's see what we can do without going to the extreme. All right, and plans do change throughout the video. I might do a little bit of something here, but this is, a crucial area. I'm gonna need to measure how far in I need to go. I might just do something here, something pretty close to here, so this doesn't get totally screwed up. All right, plans will change throughout the video. Sorry if I said something wrong. All right, let's get to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we are going to be doing some laser cleaning just so I don't have to freaking wire wheel everything. So I'm going to go from here, do everything, and just get everything clean because, hard facing likes clean stuff. And I think I'm going to do these rub rails here. This is solid bar, so I'm not too worried about hard facing that. Yeah, so one step at a time. I'm just wondering what I'm going to do about this lip. So let's get to cleaning. right, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys can see, boy, it cleans rust and crap right off. I mean, this is brand new metal, so it didn't need much. And this is cool to the touch. I mean, ice cold. Ice cold. But yeah, this is shiny, shiny, shiny metal ready to be welded on. So as you guys can see all these 1, 2, 3, 4, these lines going this way. Those just, I mean, those are wear marks deeper than the rest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a hard facing in there at those lines and see if I can mitigate some of the wear. So I'm going to transfer these lines down to that and see if I can do that, and just do a little bit of hard facing, not a whole bunch. I do want to throw a little bit in here, just a little. I might brace this up from here to here. And see, I got this bugger clean right here. Look at that. Man, that is shiny. Look at that. That's awesome. So yeah, I might throw a brace from here to here. Hopefully it doesn't get in the way of things. Lay stuff out first, and then yeah, try to get this to where I can weld it. All right. So one thing I kind of noticed, I just cleaned this, is kind of warm, so, well, is that these lines kind of coincide with the way these go around. So, yeah, I think this is kind of the measurement. I'm going to measure this, of course, and then see how these guys interact with that. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to dunk and then keep going down here and making sure that the teeth that are here have a little bit of, you know, extra oomph. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so here is the bar that I intend to use. It is 1/2-inch thick steel goodness. Yeah, so it's going to go right along here, protect this edge, because as you can see, it gets beat up. This is much thicker. I'm going to weld it here, here, and a couple of places under here, so I can cut it off if I need to. I'm sure that'll last a long time. I will put one bead. We'll see how that works, of hard facing. We'll see if I do it. We'll see if I don't. I might do it, I might not. So we'll see, and we'll get there. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I got this sucker burned in all the way across, and about 5 places on the back, as you guys can see. Nothing special. I'm not going to weld this side of it because I want to be able to remove it with the drum in if necessary. But now I'm going to turn this thing over, and all the marks that I made, I'm going to scribe with this thing so I can see the lines that I want to do with, with the weld. So I'll be able to see them. On this side, not necessary because I can already see the divots. So we'll see how much of a, you know, even pattern I can make. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what do we have here? All right, we have a bunch of hard facing. So this is really, you hear every once in a while you hear a ting. That's the hard facing breaking. I don't know if I can see any actual cracks, but yeah, so I started off with lines and I was like, you know, that's too high build and I'm not covering enough area. So what I did over here, I just started going really fast zigzagging, and that covers the actual area I wanted to cover. Not too high, a pretty quick zigzag pattern. I'm still gonna do this area right here. So I just wanted to get this in the proper position for me to do that. So I'm still going to do some more. So, but yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a look-see at what it looks like. This is all already chipped, the slag's off, so it's nice and rainbow color. So I still think I'm going to do a little bit here, just a little bit, because I have a lot of room between, you know, the rotor and the side there, and there's a lot of wear there. Now you can hear this thing just cracking and tink, 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 and have this in here. And I made sure that it didn't bow or nothing. So, and I got a measurement here I'll just take from inside to inside. So yeah, so also going to do this area here a little bit because this is a high wear area. You know, this is the end of the machine. It always sees stuff, so I might just do a little bit of a pattern here. Just mainly just right here, you know, not go out overboard. And then I'll do the skids. break that off once that's, once this is kind of cooled down. So it's kind of still warmish. But yeah, we'll get there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the main hard facing is done. I did this lip here just to give this plate a fighting chance. I did this whole lip as well. And then I completed all the zigzags to the lip. Did that. I want to do a little bit in here where it starts to taper down, just to give it a little more life there. And yeah, we'll see what we have on the rub rail here. This is a major high wear area, so this was considerably flatter. I probably took about, I don't know, at least 1/4 inch or more off of wear there. And then the bottom of this gets a lot of wear moving through the dirt. And it got really warm right there. So just be careful, just because it's a, the edge gets thinner and thinner. But yeah, so here's a nice edge there. And all the wear lines, I tried to make them as straight as possible. Those are all freehand. So, you get carried away with hard facing. Hey, I got the rod, let's do everything. Be careful. So I measured everything. It's still well within, it's less than a 1/16 of movement, if any. I just don't do like just massive lines, just one after another. I just skip around a little bit. It's fogging up a little. So now I'm gonna set this thing up and do the inside of that just a little. I might not, I don't know. But you see how thick this is, but I don't want it to wear through. So this has a lot of life left in it. I just want to make sure that it'll live quite a while longer after I'm done with this. All right, so let's get to that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are finished with the hard facing. As you guys can see, wherever there was a depression, I put some, hard facing in there. So everything's moving so fast. These ridges are, I believe they're perfectly spaced just to keep crap out of there and more wear from coming. And as you guys can see, nice lip, hard face, and that'll perfectly keep this, hopefully, from wearing out too much. This area, this side of the mulcher is very low wear. This is the high wear area. So as you can see where I replaced the metal. And then I can see, and so can you, that I went all the way up to the lip with the zigzags. So hopefully that'll keep it from wearing. All right, so that concludes this part of the video. Next, I'm just gonna strip this thing clean, strip it down a little more, fix a little thing down there that I was telling you about, the valve block mount that was coming off. But yeah, I'm gonna strip all the paint off and give this thing a good paint job. So pardon my stumble on the mumble on the wordage. But yeah, so follow along and we'll keep going.